Greetings one and all, my name is Marcos Boteo III, but you freaks and geeks of the internet might know me better as MB3, Mexican. And this is an update video to explain a few things that are going on in my life right now, and to explain to my subscribers and anyone else who happens to watch this channel why I have been inconsistent with my videos lately. So let's cut the shit and get right into it, shall we? For those of you who didn't know, I suffer from major depression, but this isn't something that I developed recently. I've been suffering from depression since middle school, which for me, as of now, is a little over 7 years ago. And my depression has recently gotten a hell of a lot worse. Now, before I go into my experience with depression, I want to take a moment to talk about depression itself for a little bit. Now, I believe that nobody truly understands depression like the people who suffer from it or have suffered from it. But I'm going to do my best to explain it to you. Depression is a mental illness that causes persistent sadness and a loss of interest in everything. And I'm sure it varies from person to person, and I'm sure there's a lot of factors involved. But simply put, depression makes people miserable, it kills their happiness, and makes them emotionally unstable. Now back to my experience. Like I said, my depression began in middle school, when some cunt that I used to call my best friend and my brother decided that he was too good to be friends with me. So he left me for better friends. And well, he was the only real friend I had. So when he left me, I was heartbroken. And I got depression because of that. And unfortunately, at that time, I didn't even know what depression was. I mean, I was just a stupid, lonely, naive middle schooler. I had no idea what was going on. So I went through the rest of middle school and all of high school alone, because I never really made any new friends because I was depressed and I didn't know how. I was just sad. It wasn't until a month before my senior year in high school when I realized I had depression, when I learned what it was. But by then, it was already too late. My depression had already developed into something much, much worse than it initially was. So long story short, senior year was fucking terrible, as was all of high school for me. And then I graduated. And when I graduated, I thought, yes, I'm finally free of this hellhole. Maybe life will get better now. And for a time, it did get better. But it didn't last very long. And then eventually it got worse. And here I am, explaining it to you right now. That's my life in a nutshell so far. I don't have any real friends. I'm all alone, and I just have no interest in being alive anymore. Oh, and that's another thing. Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Yes, I have thought about suicide a lot, especially recently. But I've thought about suicide since middle school, and hey, I'm still here. Obviously, I don't have the balls to kill myself as much as I'd love to some days more than others. But yeah, here I am, still alive and barely kicking. So that's what's been going on with me. My depression has gotten worse, and I'm just losing interest in everything. That's why I've been a bit more absent on YouTube recently. But before I end this, if I could give some pieces of advice from one depressed loser to possibly another depressed loser, as far as I'm concerned, there is no real cure for depression. It develops maybe after the significant event for you. It develops there, and I don't know, some people overcome it, some people have it harder than others, I don't know. But if I could give you some advice is, first of all, doctors. Doctors do not help you. They are full of shit, because I know from experience they're mostly full of shit. they won't help you, and the chances are they probably don't even care about you. Also, therapists, counselors, those people that you pay money to sit there and talk to you, yeah, that's bullshit. I went to 3 separate counselors or therapists or whatever you want to call them last year, and it took me that long to realize it's all complete bullshit. It does not help. I don't even know why that's even a profession. Sitting down and talking to a complete stranger about your problems, it doesn't help, especially with depression. It's bullshit. And lastly, antidepressants. Do not take antidepressants if you're depressed. They will fuck you over more than they will help you. I took antidepressants for a year, was beginning last year, and it didn't help. It made my depression worse, and it just didn't help. So now I've spent over half of this year trying to get off of them. I'm still trying to get off of them, and man, I've been going through hell. That's probably why I've been so miserable these past couple of months, is because I'm trying to get off this damn drug, and it's fucking hell. So yeah, those are my pieces of advice from one depressed loser to I'm sorry, I'm sure you're a lovely person, but that's my advice. I'll be honest with y'all. I don't even know if making this video is even worth it. I mean, the whole purpose of this video is to explain to my subscribers why I haven't been posting videos as often, but like, I'm not even sure that any of them even care, or anyone in general cares. Like, why would they? I'm just some random asshole on the internet. I'm just some nobody trying to find happiness and failing miserably. Like, why would anyone give a shit about me? I don't even give a shit about me. So yeah, that's been my life recently. I just thought I'd give an update for anyone who just so happens to give a shit, in case anyone actually gives a shit. And yeah, so that's that. So if you don't see another video after this from this channel within the next couple of weeks, then I probably gave up. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next video. Possibly. I don't know. Bye.